dun. Welcome back. I believe we just finished a conversation with Bo. We're waiting for Tabitha to finish her time in the tea room. Okay. We have plenty of downtime. We could wait for Tabitha. Should probably check in on Oscar, to be honest. You know, we're gonna go do that. Like, I feel bad. Library's empty. Only Pixel's here to greet you at the front desk. However, you can hear Oscar's animated voice echoing from deeper in the library. You follow the sound of his voice navigating through the shelves and making your way to the back of the library. You glimpse him through the doorway alone in the back room in the midst of a video call. I hope the food isn't too bad. It's been okay. Rosalie doesn't seem to mind. They keep bringing me Jell-O. I love it here. But Dad, I miss you. When are you coming back? Oh. The nurses just need me to make sure your living situation is all squared away. And then I'll come to get you. Rosa, just a few more hours. Hey, is that? Oscar practically jumps out of his skin as he turns to see you. Oh, hey, Noah, I didn't hear you come in. Oh my gosh. Put him on. I think he wants to talk to you. Oh. Oh, sure. Hiya, Rosalina. You saved our lives last night. You're like a hero. I owe you big time. I should bake you a cake. Oscar turns to whisper to you. She's on a lot of pain meds right now. Yeah, she's on a lot of pain meds. Yeah, dude. She's been talking about baking you a cake all morning. But for real, thank you so much for coming back for us. I don't even want to think what would have happened without you there. Dang, doctor stole my foot. But don't worry, I'm gonna get it back. Just... That's my foot. You can't just take my foot. Take care of her for me, okay, Alexis? I'm gonna be back in a few hours. Rosa, be good while I'm gone and get some rest. I don't want to go home. They give me unlimited Jell-O. It's great here. And I can't leave till they give me my foot back. Make sure to stock up on Jell-O. I love you, Rosa. Bye, Mr. Gutierrez. Oh, Oscar. Oscar sighs as he hangs up the phone before looking up at you with a tired smile. Hey, Noah, you're here early. Anything I can help you with? You want to ask me if I need help? You're the one going through it right now. That's true. Because it's a force of habit. Or asking people if they need help, that is. Let me try that again. What brings you here, Noah? I want to check in on you. That's very thoughtful of you, Noah. I think you have a handle on things. I have a handle on things right now. Still, I wouldn't mind some company while I get the room together. I was hoping that I'd be able to deal with our ghost problem before Rose was discharged, but apparently I need her out of there today. I suppose it gives me something to do to feel useful, but isn't a place for a child, and especially not one still recovering from a traumatic injury. Why are they discharging her so soon? She's coming home today? Why did they discharge so soon? I thought it was odd too. Doesn't seem right. Not after the kind of trauma she went through. But sounds like there's some big bus crash last night. They need the beds. Supposedly there's not a lot that they're doing for her at the moment. That can't be done here. It's not what I would have done, but I hope they're right. I'm sorry, did you say a bus crash? That's all I know. There's some big accident north of here, and it's pushing the local hospitals to capacity. What a week. Guys, I think we're stuck here. Just... All the more reason to get to the bottom of your ghost problem tonight. Exactly. Most important part of her recovery is providing her with a safe, comfortable environment, which I should have been doing in the first place. But better late than never. Rosalina sounds like she's doing well, all things considered. I don't think she even realizes what happened yet. We'll have to see how she takes things once the painkillers wear off. I don't know how I'll be able to comfort her when, or if it finally sinks in. How can I? I have no idea what that's like. They didn't put this in the How to Be a Supportive Dad manual the hospital hands out after every birth. You're only human, Oscar. Don't be too hard on yourself. Suppose the past is the past. There are things I could have done differently, but there's no way to change what's already happened. I still feel guilty, and probably will for the rest of my life. But the best I can do is not repeat my mistakes. Thank you, Noah. I won't let regret consume me, for Rosalina's sake. I'm sorry I didn't get them out of there faster, Oscar. No, you heard her on the phone. She's thankful you did what you did. And so am I. It's hard to even think about what could have happened last night if you hadn't been there to help. I don't know if I should ask that. That's kind of a... This seems almost too personal. Like, this just... He's got enough he's already worrying about right now. I don't want to add to it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let's kick up some past pain. Assuming that there's past pain. It could be not. Who knows? Maybe her mom was a dirtbag. I don't know. But even still, that still brings up a different kind of pain. Tell me about the haunting. Ah, yes, of course. The haunting. Oscar gets a distant look in his eye. It started with the floor bleeding in Rosalina's room. Before you say anything, it wasn't rusty water, and it wasn't wine. It was blood. AB negative, actually. I couldn't believe it was happening, so I ordered a kit online to test the stuff. And then I started seeing the figure. Could never get a good look at it, but I knew when it was there. There was just a feeling I'd get, like someone was about to stab me in the back. And I turn around and see a flash or someone leaving the room. Just enough that I knew there had been someone there. Just thinking about it makes me want to hide under the covers. Oscar pauses, lost in dark recollections. The clearest look I ever got was one night when I was coming back to the house after doing some reshelving. I saw it, plain as day, standing in her doorway, silhouetted like there was a light shining behind it. I couldn't make out the face, obscured in shadow as it was. I thought I heard it say something, a name. I couldn't quite make it out. It sounded like a question, like it was asking if I was that person. Then its head caved in. He pauses again before coming back to himself, pushing the memory away. That was the last night we stayed in the house. As soon as that thing disappeared, I got Rosalina out of there. We've been in the library ever since. Mystical. As Oscar finishes his tale, you feel a shiver climb up your spine. You can sense that whatever entity he encountered is nearby, as if summoned by the description. It's hateful energy reaching out and butting into your conversation. Your ears perk up as if listening for the questioning name. Your other senses following suit. How do you know it's a ghost? I suppose I don't. But I am an educated man. I like to consider myself rational. And the normal, rational explanations for what's going on in the annex? There aren't any. I thought I might be hallucinating and that maybe there was a gas leak, so I hired someone to come in and check out the pipes. Nothing. Clean as a whistle. I tested the blood seeping out of the floor. It's blood. No two ways about it. It's not a one-time spill either. I scrub it clean every day just for there to be a fresh stain the following night. So, is it a ghost? Who knows? But whatever it is, it's defied my every attempt to identify it. If that isn't a ghost, then what is it? Have you considered moving out or out of town? Maybe out of the state? There's just not enough money to move anywhere. I have student loans to pay off and a kid to raise. It's not like we have a lot of disposable income. I get that, man. Student loans suck. We get a good deal on this place, much better than the markup of the Scarlets charge non-minors for their housing. No offense to your family, but your cousin owns most of the houses in Scarlet Hollow, so our options are pretty limited. It's either buy a dilapidated homestead out in the farms, get fleeced by your cousin, or spend money we don't have to move someplace new, which also comes with the bonus of separating Rosalina from her friends. All over a ghost we aren't even sure is real. So, we come to the fourth option. Get rid of whatever is haunting the annex, and keep saving for Rosalina's college fund until she's able to leave this place for good. Did you grow up here? I did. I was raised by two loving parents just a few doors down. May they rest in peace. They came here to work in the mines before I was born. I went off to college planning to never come back, but it didn't take long for me to find my way back here. This time with a granddaughter they could dote on. They love Rosa, even more than they love me, I think. But it's just us now, our little family of two. I don't know if... You know what? Fuck it. If you managed to leave for college, how'd you ever wind up coming back? You should have stayed gone. That was the plan. But this county did a big education push back when I was still getting my master's. Library jobs are more difficult to find than you'd think, and this one basically fell into my lap. The county subsidized rent. We get a whole house to ourselves, and until a few years ago, Rosalina's grandparents were here to help take care of her. It seemed perfect. And for a little while it was. But I suppose nothing lasts forever. Like some Scooby-Doo stuff. Maybe it's just a guy in a mask trying to run you off the property. And they would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling kids. I am going to say this. It's here, listening to us. It is. What a funny follow-up interaction. It wants me, and not in the way that people usually want me. I don't want to scare him. I also don't know if I want to say that. Your reign over this place ends tonight, you foul apparition. I don't want to antagonize it either. We're safe here, but we best dispose of the spirit tonight. If it's strong enough that I can feel it from the entirely separate building, it's a powerful presence. Powerful and angry. I'm so glad you'll be there to help. No, I've been a little out of my depth. But sounds like you know what you're talking about. My phone buzzes in my pocket. Almost forgot, it's Mayor Jimmy Day. Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar. Meet y'all there. I totally blanked on that. Been having a weird foggy morning. Wow, they're still doing the Mayor Jimmy thing, even after last night. Do you think news has spread yet? But yeah, we should go see Oscar. See you soon. As if on cue, you can hear the faint sound of other people in the library somewhere back towards the entrance. Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. It's Mayor Jimmy Day. With everything that's happened last night, it's just slipped my mind. They're probably going to start signing up soon. I'm barely decent. That's, you know, it is a good look for you. Why not? We're the tank, man. You're fine. After what you went through last night, I don't think you should worry. People will forgive you for wearing a tank top today of all days. You're right. I do like to maintain an air of professionalism when I can. I'll just make myself scarce. It's not like I have much interest in seeing the mayor today. Rosalina's got to be sad. She missed him, though. She loves the mayor. Why is everyone so jazzed about meeting the mayor? Oscar chuckles. People think he's cute. I'd be lying if I said I didn't agree. But if you want to know my opinion, these little meet and greets are all about publicity, not meeting the public. It improves the image of the town and social media posts, that sort of thing. Every now and then it'll blow up online and folks will come visit Scarlet Hollow to catch a glimpse of the mayor. I suppose it doesn't hurt to have through traffic. I don't want to seem cynical or anything, but it does feel rather calculated. I'll leave you to it. We can catch up later. It's time to meet the mayor. I'm looking respectfully at those guns. You leave Oscar to his work and make your way back to the lobby. It's busier than you've seen. A small crowd has formed in the corner of the main foyer. Yes, you're here. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Noah to the mayor for, like, the entire time I've known him. I'd never gotten to introduce someone to the mayor before. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Alright, shall we? He's a dog. Yep. Yep, that's it. Alright, cool. I think we're done here, guys. That's good. Look at Gretchen just eyeing the mayor. Look at the little hat. Mayor Jimmy. That's Mayor Daisy back there. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Unless you're mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday. The mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with a curious intensity. He knows you have something. Offer him the campaign contribution. He's like, put the fucking shit away. You hold out the now slightly rancid bag of boiled peanuts. The mayor's nose twitches eagerly as a strong odor at their strong odor, and then he's on them in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelled legumes. Drop it, sir. Drop it. The security detail tries to tear him away, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. Oh, hey, you finally got rid of those things. You better hope those nuts settle well. If the mayor gets any tummy trouble after eating your disgusting pocket peanuts, it'll be hell to pay. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. Reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but his brother's security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Isn't he just the cutest? It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends. And Winnie's Biscuits. Oh, and the close-knit small-town community, of course. Oh, and but having a dog mayor is close fifth, no contest. Gretchen squirms to Stella's arms, straining to get a Mayor Jimmy, Stella's political rival. Is this Gretchen's political rival right here? Totally. Gretchen's like, I should be the fucking mayor. I'm fucking 18 years old. Oh, hey, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Stella walks off, struggling to hold Gretchen back. Kaniga is quick to follow. Alright. Looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up on your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike him. That's so fucking funny. It's like, Mystical's like, yes, hate the Christian man. Just, for whatever reason, hate this religious man. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? Pastor Daniel. I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Noah. Everyone's buzzing about you. I'm sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. I don't believe in the afterlife. You see, if I say that, that establishes that about my character, and I don't know if my character believes that. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave. It seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Perline, or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? Ew, no. I mean real ghost stuff. Scary stuff. No, Oscar's place is haunted. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. Now, if I were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that. Mystical. It isn't. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits lingering, neither or in heaven or hell, jumping out of the closet to scare us. His fucking smarmy ass fucking face. I'm sure there's a perfect reasonable explanation for whatever he saw. Wait, you believe in some ghosts but not others? What makes you an authority on that? I do have a degree from one of the top seminaries in the country. I took a whole class on ghosts, so I suppose that does give me a certain authority in this situation. So, will you help us ghost hunt tonight? Blood drains from his face as he gulps nervously. Oh, I promised my daughter we'd watch VeggieTales tonight. VeggieTales! Goated pull. Goated ass pull. My parents had me watch those when I was a kid. I'll watch VeggieTales tonight, so I'm afraid I have plans. But let me know if you see anything strange. I'd love to hear your account of this supposed haunting. In fact, here's my card. Here's my business card for the church. He hands you a business card. Call me if you need me. Janie mentioned you this morning. That woman is the light of my life. I'm so glad she's there to help your cousin through this rough patch. I should go. It was nice meeting you, though. Of course, and if you find yourself in need of counseling or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. I'm not really religious. There's no need to have religious background. Counseling is much more about giving people an opportunity to be heard. I'm not going to try to convert you or anything. I just want to help support the fine folks of this community and find their families and their families in any way I can. And that includes you. No pressure, of course. But if you ever feel like you're struggling, you could use a good listener, you know where to find me. It was lovely to meet you. You have a blessed day, Noah. Pastor leaves you and joins the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. You find them already talking to Oscar deeper in the library. Hey Oscar, just caught us up on the whole ghost situation. I'm so pumped. It sounds like we could get some actual evidence tonight. Are you sure you want to do this when the sun has gone down? Why wouldn't we just go in now and when it's not dark and like less scary? And I'm less likely to wimp out. I have no idea if we'll even see anything, let alone be able to ghost bust it. I think I'm only comes out at night. I better get going. I managed to make the back room livable, so I'm rushing off to the hospital to get Rosa and Alexis. Thanks for stopping by earlier, Noah. It's really good to be able to talk to someone. And thanks for all the volunteering to help me unhaunt my house. You couldn't pay to keep me away from the possibility of seeing a ghost. Look at Stella's little ghost embroidery or pin. I'm just glad I could do something to help you and Rosalina after everything that happened last night. I appreciate it. See y'all soon. Time to go. Do you mind if I invite Tabitha ghost hunting? Please don't. Oh God, yes. Can you imagine how much fun it would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on. I know you think you have some sort of bond with her, but she's awful. She isn't even nice to you. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she comes along tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. I'm inviting her. Alright, you invited her. Let's not get into it. If we're lucky, she'll be too busy at the mines to even show. Aw, don't say that, Neeks. If we're lucky, we'll have another opportunity to forge a bond of our friendship between the two of you. Oh, friendship. So I met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. Y'all are right. His vibes were bad. Glad you feel the same way. There's just something about the way he's always smiling. It's so creepy. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. I'll never forget that. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me, get away from him. It's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. I wonder if the pastor's cursed. I felt something odd when he came up to me. By the way everyone dislikes him seems excessive. Unnaturally excessive. I know this is weird coming from me, but not everything in town has to be spooky for supernatural reasons. Sometimes people just give off bad vibes. Agreed. We're allowed to dislike him even though he hasn't done anything wrong. That we know of. What about Avery? What about inviting Avery? Oh, huh. Sure, I guess. That's the more the merrier, right? Maybe there'll be an extra voice of reason. Won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping out on our own shadows. Cool, I'll text him on the way over to Reese's. Alright. Shall we head out? Three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later. The sun already sinking already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. Hey! Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Noah, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Noah updates. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they already here? I knew you'd show up early, Stella. And you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let him chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have some of the easy chew dog jerky stashed away. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. Well, what about you, Noah? You coming in? Oh, sure. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile. Uncomfortably tight to the point where your nerves touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of the store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you wandered into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which should be along. Then we can have a quick dinner, and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. She raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. The basement is what you might expect of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering at their creator. You know, nothing like sleeping with friends. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense. Kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourself comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Yeah, I'll model for this. You want to draw my organs? I can use my liver. So, has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple of days? Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but, you know. He gestures in futility toward the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keep me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die has already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Are there any thoughts of the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they looked like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I had put together we might have seen the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. Oh, pretty good likeness. Pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean? That they've been lurking around here, though. I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. I really disagree with you there. Those things are gonna be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do you think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective for what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you though? Sorry. Ugh. I mean, yeah, I hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. What do you think about my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I had thought she was even, or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. What do you think's going on with Wayne? Who? You know, the guy who's been following Noah around, being all ominous. Oh yeah, that slasher creep? I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he's got going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. If you ever need a model, I'm here till Monday. That would be amazing, though I should warn you, I work odd hours. I don't usually pick up a brush until late at night. But if that's not a deal breaker, it'd be incredible to have such a captivating model. I look forward to the company, and I hope I can do your likeness justice. Maybe we could all come. Wouldn't that be fun? The three of us. Your mom really looks out for you. That's one way to look at it, I guess. It's possible she's gotten a bit of an edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something like she thought she could fix, but I think it's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she is a little harsh, she means well. It's like you said, she's just looking out for me. She's kinda hot. Nah, bro. No. Cooked. Cooked. Absolutely uncalled for. Though I guess I have to wonder if isolating your friends is really looking out for you. I don't think. Does she do that? She did turn us away yesterday. You came yesterday? She didn't tell me. I was probably just asleep. She must have forgotten to mention it. I don't know if I would call that isolating. She didn't want you to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them, and she knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body's pretty particular when it comes to food. She just prefers to have the full control over what I eat, so... okay, maybe that does sound controlling. But it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could really mess me up. So she has to regulate my food. He's beginning to see it. The whole situation's gotta be rough. Sorry. Thanks, but I've been dealing with this thing for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. Haha, you're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep my food down. Most of my food down. My skin always itches, like there's worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time, no one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box, just like everyone else. I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese. I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. Well, we'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine. Really. Hey, man, that's depressing as hell. Surely there must be something the doctors can do for you, even if it's just helping you deal with the symptoms. The doc upstairs has consulted with a lot of specialists. I've tried a lot of medications. Sure, some have been able to alleviate symptoms, but there always comes with their own fun side effects. It wound up being a question of picking which set of discomforts I want to deal with. I settle on constant nausea and vomiting, and a persistent itch. I can't scratch. It's manageable. That's awful. I can't imagine constant nausea and then constant itch. Like, itchiness. Like, as long as I can still paint, I don't care. And hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it's just weird. Like this. The guy's got claws, man. He just pulls the skin of his arm and stretches unnaturally. Hyperelasticity. Kinda cool, right? Whoa. Does that not hurt? Nope. Feels fine. Like I said, I get itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Your art. Mystical. Each piece exudes a sickening miasma. It's like you can feel something squirming behind the paint. The brushstrokes acting as steel bars, trapping some anguished being within. I feel the emotions you put into these. Oh, he's like, huh? I can feel the emotions you put into these. They're writhing just behind the paint, radiating pain and anguish. I know what you mean. I feel it too. When I'm working on them, it's like I'm channeling whatever's plaguing me into the paint. And when they're done, I feel like I've been emptied out, and all the vile things inside me have been sealed away in the canvas. That's why I make so many of them. Sometimes when I return to a piece, it's almost like I'm offering an invitation for those feelings to slither back under my skin. There are some pieces I can't even look at. I hide them until I forget they exist. I'd rather not let those particular feelings come back in. Sounds kind of like therapy. That seems healthy? Probably? Yeah, art therapy. Sounds like it does you good. Being empty must be better than being full of bad thoughts, right? I think so. Works for me, at least. What are we doing on time? 45 minutes? Alright. We're gonna keep going. It's quite a movie collection you got there. Any recs? Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shi no Chi, Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Damn, I'd usually be down for that, but we gotta head over to Oscar's after this. We promised we'd ghost bust his place. He's apparently been dealing with a bad haunting. And I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. You can always rain check the movie, though. Yeah, we'll definitely come by for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night. Same goes for Noah. I should probably work tomorrow, but I can close up early. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is tiny. K through 12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and weren't stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you, the way she used to look at me, you'd think I'd rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. Want to come ghost hunting with us tonight? Oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? I'd love to have you. That'd be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure to bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. I refuse. Yes, ma'am. You make your way toward the sink, but are stopped in tracks as you pull by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. Oh, look at Leon Reese. It feels out of place, like you're actually wandering into a different, older house, but more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it, something dark and cold. Mystically, you felt this before in the dusty tunnels you so narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum, like a muted scream heard through layers of rock, trying to draw you toward it. You feel lightheaded. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Mystical. Something wants you to find it. Open the door. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, heart full of both deep dread and compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well? Looking for the bathroom? So you passed by the open door that's clearly a bathroom and went snooping around? Come on, get washed up. Everyone's waiting for you. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes, allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on her chair next to his. Dr. Kelly's eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light and the setting sun in the window behind her. Pills. She slides a few tablets toward Reese. He immediately swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I worked too many hours to make my own sauce. Well, you have excellent tasting brands. If you ever want any tips on easy homemade cooked pasta sauces, you know No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Ugh. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. I really appreciate it. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you up. But you could have told me. Why? They were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know these things. Noted. Ooh, I kinda do we? Small talk. But we're still in Kanika like as kids. Noisy and messy, like all kids. And they always had those little projects, videos or crafts or animal rescues, whatever it was that had captured their imagination that week. So, like I said, noisy and messy. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh God, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Didn't you think that the dog could Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was like 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in the media and very sad about that squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. Thanks for putting this together, Dr. Kelly. I usually have to cook for so many people. I'm just glad there's enough for everyone. It reminds me of what it used to be like when these two would come over hungry. Teenagers eating me out of house and home. I should have charged your parents for all the food your kids went through. Honestly. It was like I was running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. She's happy thinking about that, though. It's just, you're a doctor. Have you ever seen a dead body? I have. How well do you know Tabitha? Not very. I know her a lot better if your family didn't seem to be so afraid of doctors. I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. No wonder everyone but the old Edwardine died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you to doctor's visits. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something genetic at play. It's much better to catch those things early. You're a doctor. Where were you last? That's a little accusatory. Strange illnesses. Do you know Sam Wayne? Sam Wayne? Takes a moment to think. No, doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know? Someone who's been following Noah around. A super mysterious guy. We have some reason to believe he might have caught some kind of weird illness at the mines. He definitely looks like he could use medical help, so please let us know if he shows up or anything. If there's someone harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. Have the police contacted you about Duke's body yet? Last I heard, they still haven't found it. Body? I was under the impression he was just missing. No, Duke... He definitely died. I saw the footage. And I saw it for myself in person. So did Noah. He's not missing. How the hell did that happen? Still said it was those things in the woods. The ditchlings. They made him misfire. Ditchlings? Oh, I see. This was one of your videos, huh? Reese, you should know better than to lend any credence to Cell's little little cryptozoology stories. I don't doubt something happened to him, but I'm sure there were no little ghouls involved. I've seen them, Mom, outside my window at night. They're real. You don't have to talk to me like I'm a kid. I might be sick, but I'm still capable of reason, okay? Are you sure they aren't just raccoons, or... Stop. Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things. I tell you to fit what you think should be, rewrite things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going on down in Scarlet Hollow. We know there hasn't been any strange illnesses. Like, no one else has reported anything strange so far. The diner, we asked around, no one said anything. The miners didn't heard anything else. So I almost don't have two parents. Dude, that is kind of crazy. Oscar, her. Stella's doesn't have parents, right? And then Kanika has just got her mom. My cousin doesn't have parents anymore. God, what the fuck is going on in this town? Why has nobody got parents? What exactly does he have? Maybe I should have said that at dinner. He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into. A lot of technical terms I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. You can feel the tension at the table start to rise. Stop. Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. Do you think Reese might feel better if he got to see more people more often? No. I'm his doctor and his mother. You are someone who met him for the first time less than half an hour ago. One of us is a little more qualified to make decisions about his life. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I mean, as okay as I usually do. So, still kind of shitty. But I don't think having people over has been as rough on my health as you thought it might be. It's been really nice. You hear that? Reese can hang out with friends again. If you're still feeling okay after dinner, maybe you can even come ghost hunting with... Ow! Jeez. Kanika, what was that for? Don't push it, Stella. Just say that next time instead of kicking me. Just say that next time instead of kicking me. Your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. We're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. They're not arbitrary. These rules are in place for a good reason. Tell me how great you feel in an hour when the exhaustion catches up to you, Reese. Be knocked out all evening and regretting every minute of this, let me assure you. As I would regret being able to see other people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens. It was worth it. Aside from Reese's mom, staring down the table, nobody is making eye contact with anyone else. But yeah, Reese's mom's just fucking staring at me. That's not a pleasant conversation. Oh shit, I have an interest in, oh, okay. Yo, hot interaction? Let's do it. There's no need for everyone to be so tense. Everything's okay. We're all just here to have a nice dinner. Speak for yourself. Doc, really, it's fine. Is it? Or am I being interrogated in my own house by a guest I met yesterday? In Noah's defense, a lot of awful stuff has happened in the past couple days, and there are a lot of lingering questions. It's pretty hard to take the detective hat off once you've put it on. That may be the case, but Reese doesn't need to be agitated by this. I want to know what's going on out there. I don't care if it agitates me. And look, I'm fine. There's a long quiet as Dr. Kelly closes her eyes in reflection. Alright, I'll try and give this a chance. Bought more time. If you're the medical examiner, do you know how my aunt died? She suffocated. Tabitha said she suffered from sleep apnea. At your late aunt's age, it can be deadly. She should have come in more often. If she'd let me know she was having trouble sleeping, I could have worked out on a solution. And who knows, maybe she'd still be here. No one in the holler thinks they need a doctor until they're 6 feet under, I swear. Danger. Sure. Not a good question. You're a doctor. Where were you last time Rosalina got hurt? I'm a doctor, not an EMT. But once she's back in town, I expect we'll be seeing a lot of each other. She won't be the first amputee I've treated, so at least I have some experience. The poor kid. It's going to be a tough adjustment. I just hope I can be helpful to her. Poor Rosalina. I think she'll be fine. Asha said she seemed in high spirits. Pain meds will do that. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody's making eye contact. Can I do it again? No? Have you seen any sick animals lately? I'm a doctor, not a vet. Didn't someone come in with a sick cow last week? Yes, but it's not like I examined the thing. I told them what I just told you and sent them on their way. You said it had lumps. Sure, it had lumps, but I assumed it was suffering from some cow disease. It's not something I've done much research on. I don't know how normal it is for a cow to be covered in lumps. Doesn't that sound like ditchlings? Are no farm animals safe from their devious clutches? Dr. Kelly, Stella filmed some really weird stuff on Monday, including some pupating inside one of Duke's chickens. What if the cow had some sort of parasite? You really should have taken a look. You could have had made discoveries previously unknown to the scientific world. Or I could have spread some new horrible disease to my chronically ill son. I'll leave these discoveries to someone else. The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation. The more you feel like you're treading on eggshells. We're on the precipice. Oh, I'm not asking that. We all know what that is. I guess danger, right? We should probably ask if she's seen any illnesses. Is that, or should we... Hallucinations is interesting. I'm trying to figure out in my head what one that is related to. We gotta hurry though, because I am going high on time. Sure. Has anyone come and suffering from hallucinations? I'm not at liberty to discuss private medical information. Are you sure? Not even a little bit? Could help our investigation of the strange goings-on. It's not like you have I have to name names. Investigation into what? The mind collapse? Your little ghouls? I think this is best left to professionals, Stella. Not someone who runs around in the woods with a camcorder. Judging by the police response so far, Dr. Kelly, I don't think it is. We saw some stuff down in the mines last night that I struggled to explain. Maybe if we knew there were any miners suffering from hallucinations, we could just rule it out as a gas leak, but you were in an abandoned mine. Chances that you were huffing something dangerous and hallucinatory are through the roof. Leave it at that and treat it as the tragic accident that it was, not like some kind of mystery to unravel. Have there been any strange illnesses spreading through town? What? No? I'm sure you haven't met with any miners who've been had unusual symptoms? Anyone who seems sort of drippy or strangely ominous when they talked? Sorry to pry, I just do my due diligence. Absolutely not. I've rarely seen so much as a runny nose, which is a good thing. If you're so concerned about the mind, why don't you just have Noah ask Tabitha? I have no interest in violating HIPAA for your weird little investigation into nothing. Reese, I feel so bad. You look so fucking miserable. Like, we know the answer to that's gonna be fucking smarmy. Like, this is just gonna get us kicked out. Right? Like, making light of everybody's situation. Not pleasant. Including myself. You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. It turns out the mom had been poisoning her kid for 18 years. The dinner table goes quiet. Oh yeah? I think I saw that one too. Wild stuff. Is that so? Silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. The tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly's interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Noah is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. It's Reese. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in a basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult. God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot wide open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it! I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Dr. Kelly, no! Everyone get out of my house, please. Just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his his life, all it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows that too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. He seemed fine before dinner. It always comes in waves, and I can assure you that right now he's very much not fine. Now leave. Three of you are rushed out to the door. We'll be back, Reese. Hope you feel better soon. Damn. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your face. The click of the lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Do you really think Reese's mom is poisoning him? If she is, I swear to God. She wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kid and for so long? No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. Seems far-fetched. And it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. The door of the clinic felt like it had the same pull to me as the carving in the mines. Do you think something's back there? Another one of those carvings is somewhere in there. I'm certain of it. Okay. That'd be really weird. If we find it, do you think you'd get another vision? I'm just spitballing here, but I wonder if what that carving showed you last night is related to the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Noah got. Do you think Reese might have a supernatural affliction? Like, related to what you felt in there? If he did, why wouldn't Dr. Kelly have it? Seems more... It makes more sense if he just has a genetic condition. Assuming there isn't any foul play. She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on. She has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Look, I'm just saying maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. That's mailbox. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down slowly darkening streets. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, Larva feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Where's Ditchlings? Ditchlings. Ditchlings. That's a pineapple, I think. Oh, there's another ditchling. I want to play the audio backwards so bad to find out what they're whispering. They're whispering something. And I think it's just reversed. But I think now is a good spot to stop. We'll catch you all next time. Whisper, whisper.